Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Kill10Rats. Welcome back to Legends of Eisenwald. We are in the Sleepless Count's lands, and I'm still not really sure I've cracked the correct approach to this. Now, towards the end of the last episode, we got alerted to the fact that we have a meeting in the Abbey with an old friend up here. And considering how many old friends we have that hang around in abbeys, I'm fairly sure we can assume that this is Moritz. So that's something I'd like to prioritize, especially because I'd like to figure out whether the Abbey is actually a place that would allow us to heal our troops. Making our way there, though, is going to be a little tricky. The no man's land in between here is not exactly friendly either at nighttime and also during the day. And therein also lies one of the major problems that I feel this map has, is because it's sort of very reliant on your precision in manipulating the pathfinding of your troops. And unfortunately, the controls aren't super precise. So, like, for example, if I were to make a pathfinding past, like, I'm assuming we can enter this place, and I click somewhere near the village, without the icon actually transforming into the icon that you get when you enter a place, they will still enter. So if I end up accidentally clicking next to a ruin that I don't really want to enter, I might end up entering it and end up getting into a fight that I'm not prepared to actually take. Which isn't perfect, but I guess the only solution against this is just to try and be very, very careful. There's also a definite problem with these werewolves being very, very fast. There's actually a leader of werewolves on the map now that I really don't want to meet. Let's try and see if we can cut across here, because all I really want to do right now is get to where the Abbey is. And now I'm really already scared because I don't want to run into this place, and that means I don't really want to click too closely to it. I think I'll try to make my way either around here or around there to get to that bridge up there. Yeah, this should work. And then I'll just find out what Moritz actually wants. As for All or Nothing, like the main quest, we have talked to... It says Milvus here, and it always says Milvinus when he shows up in dialogue, so I think the game isn't exactly sure what his name is. We need to bring the sorcerer symbol of power, a dice with life and death on its sides, which probably has something to do with that knight they call a player. I mean, you know, maybe they just call him that because he's a very successful artist in hip-hop culture or something like that, but I rather doubt it. So let's just go by the assumption that he has something to do with that quest. And in addition to that, I'm actually not sure whether I want to pursue that at all. Like, I'll leave that to the very end, just because I don't necessarily want to help the guy. I don't want to talk to the guy who basically murdered Heinrich's family. Okay, are these guys chasing us now? Okay, there's the werewolves. I think we've just been caught. We may have to take this fight and hope that there is healing available wherever Moritz is. Okay, you come to Heinrich. That's actually somewhat kind of you. We should focus the healer. That's also one thing that that I would consider of having some priority is just the mere fact that we don't have a healer, and I have no way or haven't found a way to actually get us one, which doesn't make me very, very happy. Why is it so hard to hurt this guy? This is usually a pretty strong unit. That's kind of weird. So I'm thinking, besides going to look for Moritz, the next highest thing of priority on the list should by rights be securing a castle. So we should really try and do our utmost to capture probably the northernmost castle there. The one on the east is I think called Kreik or something, and I would rather try and go for the one in the northwest, or sort of straight up north of the map, because it seems to be better located and like more easily accessible. But I could be wrong there. I'll have to check that out on the map again. Just how the pathfinding on the map will actually work there. Okay, you're shooting Heinrich. I don't approve. Wow, how are you doing that much damage? Okay, well, let's reduce the damage potential a little bit and hope that we'll actually... Wow, this is this map is somewhat harsh. Not really sure, like, especially since you only have complete shit troops. It's yeah, I don't know. No healer, complete shit troops, and just AI troops that are very well equipped and that are also seemingly always straight up coming for you. Can I get rid of you somehow? I don't really want to mess with you right now. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I think we've reached the Abbey. Your arrival was expected in the Abbey. A novitiate welcomes you and brings you to the refectory. After a short while, another man enters. God bless Heinrich, I'm happy to see you again. Good day to you too, Your Holiness. Why did you invite me? I have an important and a rather complicated matter to discuss. Did you hear the legend about the Sleepless Count and the half-hundred Raubritters? If you ask anyone in a tavern, they'll talk about it for hours. Legend says that the one who looks into the eyes of this ghost will lose his mind out of fear. But if someone is able to hold his stare, then that person will receive answers to all his questions. You have questions so hard that no one can answer? Yes, I have my questions and you have yours. You are looking for Ludwig, aren't you? Don't be surprised, the monks wander all the roads, so I have ears everywhere. So, if you help me to look in the eyes of the Sleepless Count, I will try to find answers to your question as well. This offer seems insane, but why not try it? That's a pretty solid reasoning there, Heinrich. I don't have any reason to say no. Well, that's arguably true. Good, then listen. The legend says that the Sleepless Count rides with 7 horsemen and never stops. When you are fighting his escort, he will ride far away, so to stop him, you need to get rid of his escort. Defeat them in battle? No, that would be too easy. Are you serious? We are not going to last like 2 combat rounds against these guys with our current setup, but, you know, too easy. Sure. You can't kill the one who is already dead. Defeated, they will rise the next night. What is dead may never die, eh? But there is another way. We have to find their graves during the day and nail their remains to the ground. Not with simple nails, but with ones made of pure silver. Okay. Interesting. So first of all, we have to find 7 lonely graves in the wasteland. Secondly, we have to make nails. We will need pure silver for this, and quite a lot of it. For each sinner, we need at least a dozen nails. I have seen many silver weapons. Perhaps we might find them and smelt them down? Do you really think these weapons are made of pure silver? No, the weapons are only coated in silver. But we can find vessels or dinnerware of the appropriate composition. Look, the abbot already gave me something. We have to find out how many nails it will provide. Near West Buchel there is a smithery. They are honest folk there and will not steal from you. Let's head there first. Well, he's coming along? He's coming along. Hey, that's actually pretty nice. But yeah, my biggest concern right now is seriously the lack of healer, the lack of castle support, just the general trash that we are saddled with compared to what the AI has. So I'm not sure what we want to do about this other than trying to take a castle. And this one, I don't know, I'd have to look at the garrison of each of them, but I think we've had a look at one of these squads before and they look pretty scary. And this is a little more out the way. Can we actually heal in this place? We can, okay, so that's a little something at least. That means we can start trying to gain some experience points by, you know, taking on some battles that we may be able to win. You're stronger. You die first. Yeah, let them come. 4 archers is really not great. You go... Yeah, we'll go here. And gang up on this guy. You wait, please. Just so we have a bit of a chance to use the counterattack to our best effect. We'll just go and cut a swath here. Okay, that didn't work out too well, because of course now they're going to target him. Yeah. How annoying. The AI actually doesn't make mistakes that I usually make. I need to get rid of somebody here. I need to get rid of... Actually, no, that's fine. If Heinrich attacks this guy will automatically die. We can take this guy down. And... I guess we'll just... you know, use the little time we have left on this earth. Oh, they are really somewhat weak, aren't they? I used to hold these battle monks in rather high esteem, but they kind of suck. Like, I guess they got a little like the sheer extent to which they suck got a little overshadowed by the backup they had up until now with Richard and, you know, Stefan, or our beloved fallen or left behind troops. Okay, so we're getting actually a fairly decent bit of experience out of this. We're still doing okay for money. And these are just battles that, you know, are seemingly part of the grind here. I feel like somewhat necessary almost to try and get into winnable fights. I guess also traveling by night might be a half decent idea if we stay on the actual river. Oh, okay. I think we'll pounce on this guy, see if we can, because I think we've seen this guy before, like Krieg Squad, but they weren't that damaged then, and now they look a little bit more manageable, even though they will of course take like half our our army down again. Okay, there's an archer standing there. We can definitely go for that guy. Same goes for here. But it's like, it's a good thing that they have like half their troops missing already. That's definitely going to be helpful. Okay. That should be almost it already. I think they're going into some sort of defense counterattack mode. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna leave this one to Heinrich, since he'll probably be able to take the hit there. Yeah, that's fine. Victory! Okay. And we got a Samson's potion. I was almost getting excited there because I thought we had a decent healing potion, but the experience gain is really not that bad. Okay, there's a church as well. St. Cordula's church. And nothing really for hire. Anything interesting for sale? Okay, a wound regeneration, that's good. A healing salve, that's really good. Another bowman's bracelet, that's also pretty good. Need to watch the spending a little bit, but so far it seems okay. Yeah. Looks okay. Do we want to... Nah, it's okay. We don't really need to spend the money there. Okay, well, it's only 22. We might as well keep ourselves topped up. Doesn't really make any sense. Let's have a look at how this place is garrisoned and whether that seems doable. Absolutely not. What the hell? How am I supposed to... Okay, this map is sort of confusing me. I really don't know how we're supposed to make this work. But I'm kind of hoping that we're getting the ability to pick up a healer. Unfortunately, if I go into this tavern, I probably have a fight on my hands. Of course I do. And we've already lost. Yeah, this is not something we can win. But of course, not something I can already... I can just see when I go... Before I go into the tavern... What just happened? No. Hang on. Ah, okay, it was scrolled down. It's like, why am I... yeah, I need to find a healer without having to constantly fight. Are you by any chance? No? Of course not. This is going to suck a lot if there is no way to get a healer. Because usually... Oh, it's the Landgraf's quarters? Interesting. Huh. Can we actually just walk through here and have a look around? Apparently we can. It's a merchant tent. What are you selling? Okay. How are your prices? Quest items and other stuff. I've never seen that before. Is this qualifying as other stuff? It does. Yeah, this is not a good price though. There was a market as well. Okay, there's a military camp, a mercenary camp. Are you selling healers for mercenaries by any chance? You're not. No. I really don't know. Like, making do without healers is going to make this not impossible, but either very, very grindy or very, very tedious. Not sure I'm too happy about that right now. Okay, let's see, how much do you... Okay, that seems to be the universal price on this map, so I guess I don't have any better place to sell this stuff at the moment. Let's get rid of this and keep this. This is useless for us at the moment. Anything else we want to get rid of? We don't really have all that much. But we're back to 6,000. What were you actually selling here? Okay, you were selling healing potions and healing salve. Magician Star, Light Hammer, Falchion and Damask Sword, Leather Gambeson. Okay, this might actually work for you because you're just too easy to take down. Yeah, let's get him kitted out a little bit, because this is somewhat ridiculous how easy he is to take down. Is this just is this any good for you? Oh, there's actually also cool. Yeah, okay. At least that's an upgrade I can get behind. And as far as these guys go, pickaxe, nah. Let's get you this and this. Okay. Now we're down below 5,000. That's not good, but still not dramatic. Seriously, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Let's have a look at the other castle then, maybe. Okay, this guy's coming out. Where is he going? He is following us. That's great. And he's going into the watchtower. Okay. Can we slip by here somehow? No, we can't. Of course not. Yeah, if I had a feeling this was in any way winnable, then I would do this, but I don't have that feeling. I have a feeling this is just an unbeatable bunch of enemies at the moment. So yeah, I'm not sure. And they also seem to be very, very aggressive enemies. Like, it's sort of, as a stealth map, this is a little weird. I kind of want to go to that tavern, but this guy is having none of it. Okay, where are you going, dude? Where are you going? Are you going back to the tavern, maybe? He is back in the tavern, I think. No, he's not. But he is chasing us down again. Yeah, okay, I would very much appreciate it if you could just piss off for a second, because I... Having fun yet? Seriously, this is sort of gameplay-wise not necessarily the strongest chapter. Since I feel ill-equipped to handle what the AI is throwing at me, and constantly having to reload really breaks my immersion here. Also, now that I've reloaded, he's actually coming back for me. I don't know why he does that. Okay, go away please. Can I just go into the taverns, get some rumors, and see if there's anyone for hire? No healer. Fantastic. And we've heard that legend before. Okay, so it seems the game is sort of railroading us away from here, because there's really nothing we can do about any of these guys here, and I'm getting a little sick of having to constantly run away from these idiots. So I guess we'll try to go and make our way back without entering any ruins that I don't want to enter. Please, thank you. Oh, there's our friend again. Perfect. Yeah, it's a bit of a horrible change of pace from the previous chapters, where you could just, you know, take a fight, and there's just all these stacks of way too strong enemies on the map at the moment, and they are pretty relentless in chasing you down, apparently. Wow, could you just piss off, please? God damn. Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely something I don't even want to get used to. I'd rather just be able to get some decent troops going, and I don't really see how that's gonna happen without this getting a complete grind, like where we just constantly pop down into no man's land, gain some experience, go back and just mess around fairly endlessly. I'm not even sure I want to record that if that's the case, because that sounds extremely boring, so I might just cut out a large chunk of this chapter, because it seems to be composed of a significant amount of tedium. But we'll see. So far, it's too early to tell, but the first impression is really bad. Right, let's talk to this guy then. And I don't know what they did, like whether there was a patch or something, but the UI is incredibly sluggish. The game is incredibly prone to crashing at the moment. Like, there's just a lot of stuff wrong with it at the moment. And I'm not the only one experiencing it. If you look at the forums, there is definitely some feedback there regarding the ghost as well that causes crashes, and they are aware of that and they are trying to fix it, but for the moment it's fairly annoying. Not that I have the ghost anymore, I couldn't really use them, since, there was no way to keep the game stable while having him on the previous map, but maybe for a future playthrough. Okay, so here's the smith. I have to say that's quite an unusual order. So, how many nails would you say you need? 7 dozen. Well, okay, that's a pretty tall order. Quite a few then. I think a dozen needs about £1 of silver. The vessel you brought make about 3 pounds, and the remainder is my commission. Let's start small then, do as much as you can. As you say, Your Grace, it won't take much time, pure silver melts fast. Wait for an hour and your nails will be ready. Okay, why? Oh god, hello? Are you still there, game? Okay, sudden black screen, and I guess, do we have the nails now, or? That seemed an odd way to do it. Okay, yes, we have the nails. Fine then, we have 3 nails. Okay, so there's also no real indication except for somewhere in the wasteland as to where these graves are actually located, which means we'll have to trot around here and try to find the graves while at the same time being surrounded by enemies that we can't really beat. It's I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Like, I think, like, okay, we need to get a castle, but how are we gonna do that? Even the mercenaries are crap. Like, there's no... There aren't any good mercenaries out there. Like, last time I checked, they were just... semi-upgraded rebel. And... they're not better than the troops we already have at the moment. Like, what do they have? They had like a duelist guy here. Edmund the Stringbean, that's a very, awe-inspiring name. And they had Mr. Question Mark, who is a guard, which, as you can see, we already have. And the impact is relatively negligible. And a recruit, which is, of course, amazing. And other than that, I don't know. Like, no healers, or please... No way to scroll. It looks like you can scroll, but there is no... No, okay. Yeah, so no healers, no troops adequate to beat whatever we have thrown at us, and generally a very, very bad position. I don't know. Like, what are we gonna do? Just throw these guys in here as a garrison and wait 50 days until they are leveled up enough? Is that how we're gonna beat this? Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna do that and just cut it out. I might actually try that, because I'm at the point where this is annoying me a little too much to not wanna cheese it a little. I don't really see the light yet, and it's not becoming clearer. Like, with every additional step that the game wants to make me do, I am more and more like, how? How exactly? What do you expect me to do? Like, am I honestly supposed to spend like several hours shuttling back and forth into that wasteland, trying to find some graves, and being surrounded by forces that are too strong for me to handle? Like, let's check this out during the daytime. Let's see how easy this is. If you would just piss the hell off, please. Thank you. God, seriously, this is like random dialogue pop up. Please stop. I'm not interested in talking to you. Okay, is this a building? It's a chapel ruin with 2 enemy groups in it that I'm not sure I want to beat, but where there is a chapel, there may be a grave. On the other hand, these guys were buried because they weren't exactly the most pious fellows, so we might be able to postulate that they're probably not anywhere near sacred ground, provided this followed any semblance of logic. So where would we expect them to be? Forest ruins. So it's like I don't really want to fight because the next heal is like 500, you know, clicks away, and yeah, there is a grave, I think. That should be one. Look, Heinrich, over there among the dead trees. A lone grave. It is probably where an unrepentant sinner lies buried. Yeah, okay, I see ya. So let's begin. First we need to dig out the grave, then drive the nails into the body of the deceased. 2 nails into the eye sockets of the skull so the dead cannot see. 2 in the soldiers so he cannot excuse me. 2 in the shoulders so he can't rise. 2 in the elbows to lock his hands. I bet my soldiers were looking at themselves a little nervously at that point. 2 in the elbows so to lock his hands, okay. Enough, no need for detailed explanation. I hope you will be doing it yourself. Good, but just a reminder. To nail 1 sinner we need 12 nails and not a nail less. I hope your people will help me to dig out the grave. What are you waiting for? Take your shovels. Ah, there we go with the shovels again. Heinrich's always prepared and has shovels with him. Okay, after Moritz drives the last nail into the remains of the Raubritter, you and your people quickly fill back the grave with soil. And the monk reads a short prayer over it. Amen, and that's that. This sinner will not rise from the grave anymore. But 6 others are still waiting for us. There is nothing left for us to do here. Well, yeah, pretty much. Like, I think that's pretty much all we can do, really, is try to find these graves and try not to run into anyone. And hope that somehow the next step in the quest will allow us to do some... Okay, hang on. You guys I can probably deal with. No, don't go in there, because then I have to fight 2 troops. Would you mind coming out? Thank you. Okay. Now don't pop back in there while I've still selected you, please. Okay, can we? Hello? Thank you. Okay. Might as well. Okay, and night has fallen, so Heinrich can actually use his ambush to his advantage. I guess we might as well go for that guy. Yes, please. I'm probably gonna... This is no damage. Why is there so little damage? Ugh. It's like he's almost doing as much to us in a counterattack, and this guy is doing more, even though he's like 1 upgrade path below. It's not very encouraging, all in all. Like, I can't help but think that besides Heinrich, all I have is trash. That is really unfortunate. And it's not gonna change for a long time too. So yeah, this is gonna be a wild ride. I wonder how many chapters there are, because like having to constantly rebuild your troops over and over and over again, while I can understand it from a game design perspective, Jesus Christ, does it get repetitive at some point. And it's just the truth of it. Like this early phase of only having these mediocre to really bad troops to work with is one I'd like to leave behind as soon as humanly possible and never really repeat again, but it just keeps on happening. If there were at least some semblance of decent troops for hire right off the bat, but no. Like, all you get is junk. I don't know. Like I said, the design-wise, I can understand it, because of course, if you bring your super upgraded mega monster troops into the next map, then you're gonna have no trouble at all. But this as a counterpoint is just I don't know what to say. Not exactly to the point of frustration, but at least sort of where it's like enough already. Like, enough of this, please. Hey you, I will let you scurry along home, but before you go, see for yourselves the power I possess. You show the survivors the crystal apple. Here it is, an apple of immortality. I hear the Landgraf Enderlin, your leader, dreams about this, but it is mine and it will stay thus. Now run along before I change my mind. Go and tell all the other curs that I'm coming. Okay, so this is how that works then. That's good to know. Now let's get the hell out of this. Oh god. There's a ghost of a knight, a single ghost of a knight. I'm intrigued. Are you coming this way? Let's go for you. Let's see if we can get you, buddy. Okay. You better drop something really, really good. Yeah, let's just pop the counterattack. And no, we could have used a blessed weapon, but I don't think there is much point in this. Oh, so you can damage him. But you're taking damage as well. What kind of Inquisitor are you, Moritz? And you've got 32 health. Oh, yeah, because you're already injured. It's like, what the hell? It's like, why do you have 32 health? Explain yourself. Run away. And yeah, you just do something productive and then we'll end this. I'm really just doing this in the hopes that he drops anything, but no. So far, nothing really comes to fruition. Oh well. Where am I? I'm getting turned around like crazy, am I? Yeah, I'm just walking entirely the wrong way again. And I guess they're not approaching the altar, that at least is nice. Okay, I need to get down this direction. Any more graves at all? There is graves, but not lone ones. So, I don't know. Spot the grave. This is even harder in the nighttime, really. At least for me right now. I don't know whether I should do something to the brightness settings or something. I don't know. Okay, where are we? Pack of werewolves is again in the vicinity, but oh well. Okay, so we've made it out and we have dealt with one grave. It's definitely slow going. I'll need to think about this. I think I'll experiment a little without recording. I'll just put some troops into our camp and see whether they gain experience, so they actually become moderately useful, and maybe I'll pick up with that then. Like, if that works out, then I'll just play that troop, because I don't really see us winning any battles with the current setup we have, and getting to the point where we can actually beat the troops that are sitting in those castles over there, well, how about never? So yeah. Let's see about that. In any case, despite this being a maybe not exactly progress-laden episode, I thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time, and bye for now.